Hey, it's your girl Tash here for a very interesting video, I would like to say. I'm gonna talk about some awkward dates that I've had. Maybe we only have time for one, but definitely gonna talk about some awkward dates and, I'm just gonna get to it. This didn't happen that long ago. Senior year, I was in like a relationship that I really I wanted. Like, this is a relationship I never thought was gonna happen, and I didn't think I was gonna end up being with this person, but I was, and it was great for a while, and then it wasn't great, and so we broke up and I was heartbroken, or I'll give it that. I was heartbroken, and I just kind of wanted to just not have anything too serious, but like get to know some people, like just get out and like do different things. So that's what I did. I guess we'll save that relationship for that story time for another time. But after that relationship, I met this person on the train. I was going home from school, and basically this is how I should have just stopped this right there, but like I said, I was heartbroken. That drives you to do crazy things. So basically, this guy walks up to me, and he's kind of cute. Like, I'm on the train, I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like, I could just tell because there was these group of guys, and they were talking, they were looking at me, so I already knew what was about to go down. Like, in Philly, you kind of just know, or maybe anywhere, you kind of just know, like, when a guy's about to come after you. Like, you could see that face, especially Philly boys. Like, you could see their face, like, they're coming after you. So this guy walks up to me, and he's like, hey, like, what's your name, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Natasha, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, it just goes downhill. Then he's like, well, I came over here, to approach you because my man's over there trying to talk to you. So I'm just like, all right, well, he can't talk to me for himself. Like, because I always get mad when guys pull that, like, my friend trying to talk to you. Like, if you can approach me for yourself, like, already it's a no, like, already. But today or that day I entertained it for reasons I will never understand. But yeah, that day I entertained it, and then his friend walks up, shortest one out of the group. He was okay looking, like, he wasn't the best in looks, but I was just like, all right, whatever. He was like, hey, what's your name? I was like, Natasha. Like, I'm just brushing it so far off at this point, because I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I really did not want to talk to this guy. So he's making jokes. He's actually kind of funny. So I'm just like, he asks me for my number before we stand up, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So at first I'm like, give him a fake number, but then I'm just like, all right, give him your number, but just never respond, because you're good at that. You could do that in your sleep, which you do. So I give him my number. We're on the train. I basically was going to say that my phone doesn't have service underground. This day that this happened, so basically he was going to get out at, there's a train stop called Albany, and I usually get off at Fern Rock. But this day I had to work, so I had to get off at Albany. So I was just like, dang, like, I can't even get away with this by saying, don't try to call me right now. I'm still going to be on the train. I don't have service on the train. I go to Fern Rock. No, I have to get off at Albany because I would be late for work if I went to Fern Rock and rolled back around to Albany like an idiot, or probably like I should have done. So we stand up. He is so much shorter than me, and I'm just like, oh God, what did I just get myself into? So at this point, I'm like, all right, maybe he won't like try to text me, because a lot of guys are uncomfortable with that, Like, I don't want to say I didn't care, but I mean, I've dated a lot of short people, so I guess I didn't care. But at this point, like, I just, the person that I dated before that I was still like heartbroken over, they were like a good 6 foot, like maybe 5'11" even. Like, oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, like, I had just got done with that, so it was just like a really big change, like, literally. So anyway, we both stood up, we walk out the train. He's like, all right, I'm gonna call you right now to make sure it's your real number. So I'm like, oh, F my life. So he calls me, I'm like, ha, got it. And we part ways, and I'm thinking I'm never gonna see him again. So he texts me, and literally I can't tell you why I text back. I don't know what was really going through my head at that moment. But, you know, I texted back or whatever. He was like, hey, my name's, we're going to call him Romaine. He's like, hey, my name's Romaine. I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Met you today. Like, I know what your name is. And we're talking back and forth. And, like, you know, surprisingly, he has some good conversation. I mean, he's boring. He was boring as a texter. But, like, he was pretty popping. Like, pretty popping on like the phone, like when we were talking on the phone. Like, he had some wild stories on the phone. So, you know, I was just like, all right, well, I guess I could use a friend. Like, I know that's not what he was after, but I was like, you know what the heck, like, what the heck. So we're talking and things start to pick up, and one day he starts talking about his prom, and starts talking to me about his prom, and he says he really wants me to go. And basically I'm just expressing to him like, okay, like, do you want me to wear heels, or like, nah. But anyway, skipping all the details in between that. Maybe I'll do another story time on that actual prom experience in another video. But like, this is just how I got to the actual date. Okay, so this is after his prom weekend. So this is during his prom weekend, excuse me. So he comes to pick me up, and we're gonna go to the movies. So I'm like, cool. You know, at this point, it's been a while since I've been on a date. So I'm just like, all right, cool. We're going to the movies. This is great. This is gonna be fun. Like, movies. So we wanted to see a particular movie. I don't remember which one at the time, but I remember that I didn't have my ID on me, and we wanted to see like a rated R movie, and like, you know, you had to show your ID. Philly's like that. Like, in New York, when you go to see a rated R movie now, like when I'm in New York, even before I turn 18, like, I don't really get carded for anything. Like, even though we did not go to the movies in Philly, like, we went to like a little town outside of Philly. So we go to this movie theater, and I just know it was like a big movie theater. We went to see this movie on opening night. We had been to the movies, like, it was the first or second time we had been to the movies. This must have been the second time. It must have been the last time we went to the movies, because it was crazy. But okay, so let's get to the meat. So we skipped, let's skip, like, we're in the movies now. It's all these people there. We sit kind of like towards the back, but like still in the middle, and like all these teenagers come and sit next to us. So I'm like, great, like, I'm not gonna enjoy this movie now, because when they came in, you already knew, like, you knew it was gonna be some stuff. So all the kids are sitting next to us and stuff like that, and the movie's going on. Actually, no, I don't even think the movie had to have started. Yeah, the movie started, but at first they were kind of quiet, like, once the movie like actually started, and then they started being loud. And I had got up, I think I got up to get something, and I sat back down, and I was wearing like a bodycon skirt, like one of those really tight, like, floral skirts with just like a tank top, because it was like the summertime. I had like flip-flops and stuff on, and my hair, I was looking cute that day. I'm not gonna lie, like, I was looking cute that day. I was feeling myself. So anyway, I came back to the, oh no, wait, okay, yeah, I stood up to get something from him, because Romaine had went to go get us popcorn and stuff like that. So, like, the good thing about Romaine was, like, he made himself out to seem like a genuine guy. Like, I think that he really was, you know, genuine. But, you know, later on, maybe in another story, I'll explain why that went left. But yeah, Romaine for the time being was like a really nice guy that I like to hang out with, and we had great conversation, and like, to me, that's what it was. But yeah, he paid for our stuff, and so we're sitting down, and then all of a sudden I see all these guys start looking down in my direction. The same teenagers that sat next to us. they are our age, but they were just so, like, they were just, extra for no reason. So all these guys start looking towards me, and I kind of look like past me because I'm just like, what? Like, are y'all really trying to look at me like while I'm supposed to be like on a date with like somebody else? So like they're all looking at me, and then they like, oh my god, they're like, hey yo shawty with the Slurpee, and I'm just like, I got a Slurpee, like it's me. Like I'm looking around, nobody else has a Slurpee in the lane, so I'm just like, oh my god. So they must be talking to me. So I just ignore it. I just keep sipping. It comes to a point where I take it down because I'm just like, maybe if I put it away, like they'll stop and this will end up good. But they just like, yo, like I know you hear me, like stop acting like. Now this is, at first they all kind of said it, but now it's only one guy talking. So he's just like, yo, like I know you hear me talking to you, like I'm trying to talk to you, like what, you're not talking to me because of this clown that you're sitting next to, like this guy right here, like are you really here with him? And I'm just like, oh my god, like what? No, he is not trying to like come at him, like, and I'm looking at him like, I'm just like, actually I didn't even want to look at him because I knew he was embarrassed, and I knew that he wasn't like, he claimed to be like a fighter or whatever, but I knew that he wasn't that type. Like I knew that he was really just all talk, and he didn't like confrontation, and he was small, like he was little, and I just like, this is awkward. Like what are you going to do? Like what are you going to say to defend me, to defend yourself? Like dang, like they ain't gonna be coming for me, they gonna be coming for you, like because they coming for me. But they just keep saying stuff like, I'm trying to talk to you, like you looking all pretty over there, blah blah blah, like let me take you out to somewhere real, like let me go, like he took you to the movies, see this corny movie, like for real, like they really are going in. So I'm just like, I'm like, all right, clearly like the Romaine wasn't saying anything, like he was just sitting there like looking at the movie, like I don't know if maybe like he didn't hear or whatever, but like, or maybe he was embarrassed, but he was just really like not paying them any mind. And I'm just like, are you gonna stick up for yourself, like for real? That's really when I was just like, all right, like I'm not expecting to be with somebody that's gonna fight over petty stuff or whatever, but at least like stick up for yourself. Like just be like, yo, chill, like, you know, this is my girl. I wasn't his girl, but this is who I'm taking out and blah blah blah. Like something, say anything, like don't just let anybody come and snatch me up, like dang. Like, so anyway, I'm at this point, I'm just like, all right, if he's not gonna stick up for himself, like I gotta say something. So I was just like, no, like I'm fine, thank you. Like they're like, you're so pretty, you know. I just was like, thank you, blah blah blah. I asked Romaine, I was like, do you want to move down the road, because they just kept talking and being loud. And I was like, Romaine, like maybe we should move up some rows. So we did, we changed our seats, and they ended up getting kicked out of the movie theater because they was like cursing at other people and like just being rowdy and stuff like that and being loud. So they got kicked out of the movie theater. It was pretty awkward after that because I felt like Romaine, maybe his pride was hurt a little bit that like, you know, that actually happened. But I thought it was pretty funny and pretty sad. But you know, oh, I guess you live and you learn. Maybe next time he takes a girl out, he'll like prepare for that. I don't know. But that was my story time about an awkward date that I've been on. Probably not the it's up there. It's up there in awkward dates. Maybe I'll share some more in another video, but until then, like, share, and subscribe. Comment your most awkward date down below. Tell me what you think. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Everything is below. Share this video. But until then, love, peace, and hair grease. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.